Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to my channel, Spiritual Dowsey. I'm Dowsey LeMay. I hope all you beautiful souls, my beautiful soul family out there, are doing great wherever you are in the world. But I know, and the reason why I'm doing this video is that many of you are having a really difficult time right now. And I think part of the reason is that many of you are fighting, desperately fighting, to not see something about yourself. You are using up a lot of energy fighting the resistance or being resistant to the thing that wants to come up. Okay, I talk about 2022 being a very harmonious year, but to get to harmony, we have to go through the grueling process, the dirty, ugly, difficult process of removing things from our life, removing things from our energetic field and our belief systems that no longer serve us, so we can make space for things that do serve us, which is about more peace, joy, and love in our life. That is what many of you are going through right now. You're going through that difficult process, but you're spending a lot of energy fighting that process. On top of that, in the idea of avoidance and not feeling, many of you are just putting your head down unconsciously and just driving action and doing to avoid feeling. And all that's doing is creating this massive loop, a massive pattern, confronting you with the same energetics over and over and over again. All that's going to do is leave you very drained, emotionally drained, energetically drained. It's going to leave you frustrated, angry. It's going to leave you emotionally imbalanced. And you're going to feel like you're going nowhere and you have no clarity, etc. This is exactly what I was talking about in my February energy update. Okay, if you haven't seen that, highly recommend you go watch that. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video, but it will help you understand what is required for you to get more clarity and more peace and joy in life, and to find more of that harmonious states of being as you go forward. So what we're also seeing, or what I'm also seeing around this avoidance piece, is this identity around weakness. All right, what does it mean to be weak in your reality? What are your belief systems around weakness, especially when it's relating to emotions and physical weakness, right? What is emotional weakness to you? What is physical weakness to you? Okay, is it a weakness to show your emotions to other people, or just to show your emotions at all, right? Or do you have to be stone-faced, military-like in the adversity of your emotions so that you just swallow it down and it doesn't bother you and nobody sees that there's anything wrong with you? Is that a weakness? Is it a weakness to have a physical pain and to act perhaps like it's your shoulder, to act like there's no pain at all and that it doesn't even exist, and to fight through it? Is that a weakness? Or is that irrational and completely insane, right? Is that self-love? Is self-love acting like things don't matter and plowing through that? So what is being called forth in this harmonious time period is for you to do the exact opposite of what you're doing. Right? Think about this metaphor. Imagine you're watching yourself getting hit by a car. You get hit by a car, and the driver of the car has two choices. Would you rather see the driver get out of the car and check in on you and say, "Are you okay? Let's call the ambulance. Let's call the police department. Let's call the fire department and make sure you're okay"? Or would you rather see the driver get back in the car and pretend that you never were there and like nothing happened and continue to drive on? That is what all of you who are dealing with this situation are doing to yourself. It's insane. It's not self-love. So what we got to do this month is the exact opposite. You have to stop and feel and allow these things to come up to be cleared. You have to feel them. You have to let them be heard. So I recommend that when you are feeling these dissonant energies, this disconnected energy, this disharmonious, diseased energy, that you stop, allow yourself to feel and honor what's coming up emotionally. And if it's a physical pain, what I recommend is that you listen to and you talk to it, that you inquire about it. If you have trouble with that, go to my book. On chapter 4, I talk about the chakra system and how you can look at your physical body and the energetic centers and how that could be relating to certain things you're holding on to. Perhaps it's around self-worth and what weakness is, okay? Take the time to honor it. Get in a meditative space to inquire and to listen and to talk to it. And then when you're done with that, you may get into a space where I say you offer what was the opposite of what you were doing before, which is most likely love, validation, approval. Give yourself a physical hug, right? That space of love, although you may not know where you're going to go next or what your life is going to be like or how to move forward, out of the space of love, all you got to do is take one step, one small step, and then you'll be able to take another step out of the space of love. And as you take more and more small little steps, what you'll find is that the path that laid before you, the path that has always been there for your highest good to more peace, joy, and love, will appear compared to this nebulous, constant loophole of going nowhere because you were trying to avoid something that you didn't want to see. The self-love aspect is asking you to do what I just said. Honor what's coming up. Stop fighting. Stop putting your head down unconsciously and doing. And give yourself love, which is what you wanted in the first place. All right? I hope that helps you. Feel free to reach out to me on my website at spiritualdowsy.com or follow me on either my social media platform, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, etc. I love you. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.